Hey guys, Joanna coming in for a battle replay today. We have a 4v4 land battle here. As you can see, it's just a little over 11 minutes long, so this is going to be a very fast-paced battle with a lot of troops. So it's going to be a little laggy here and there, so I do apologize for that, but there are a lot of troops on the field today, so there's really not a lot I can do about that. So let's get into the army comps real quick. First army we have on the field today, we have Nervii being commanded by Dave the Vassal, who's actually the guy that sent the replay in. So Dave, again, thank you for the replay. He has brought with him 6 units of the Fierce Swords, 5 units of Celtic Warriors, 1 unit of Naked Spears, 2 units of Naked Warriors, 4 units of Mighty Horse, and his general is a Noble Horse. His first ally here is RDI. RDI is being played by Solo Wing Pixie. He has brought with him 6 units of the Illyrian Raiders, which are way back over there behind the enemy lines, so that should be interesting when they show up. He also has 4 units of Axe Warriors, 6 units of Illyrian Hoplites, 3 units of the Mercenary Tarentine Cavalry, and his general is a Noble Hoplite. Next army on the battlefield here is Swaby, who's being commanded by Silent Fart. He has brought with him 6 units of Bloodsworn, 3 units of Club Levy, 2 units of Spear Brothers, 1 unit of Spear Levy, 1 unit of Hex Bearers, 5 units of Noble Riders, and one of those being his general. The final army on this side, we have Boy, being commanded by Axe Master. He has brought with him 4 units of Celtic Warriors, 4 units of Sword Followers, 2 units of Naked Swords, 1 unit of Spear Warriors, 2 Axe Warriors, 4 units of Heavy Horse, and his general is a unit of Oathsworn. Moving on to the opposite side of the battlefield today, we have the first army here is Misacely. Misacely is being commanded by Dagger McStabby, awesome name. He has 7 units of Desert Legionnaires, 6 units of Armored Spears, 4 units of Slingers, 2 units of Numidian Riders, and his general is a Noble Infantry. First ally here is Averni. Averni is being commanded by Billy Blaze 128. He has 5 units of Chosen Swords, 4 units of the Gallic Hunters, 3 units of Levy Freeman, 1 unit of Spear Warriors, 1 Oathsworn, 3 Heavy Horse, and his general is a Noble Horse. Moving over a little bit more, we actually have Galatia here. Sorry, the flags are too close together. Sorry about that. We have Galatia, who's being commanded by Nolan Wilhelm. He has 8 units of Galatian Swords, 4 units of the Galatian Legionnaires, 3 units of Syrian Archers, 1 unit of Galatian Spears, 1 Horse Skirmisher, 1 Cappadocian Cavalry. His general is a Noble Horse, and he actually brought a ballista with him to the battlefield, so that should be interesting to see how well that will be able to do while the other units are making their way towards the front line. Final army here is Carthage, being commanded by Maximus. He has 5 units of Libyan infantry, 1 unit of the Mercenary Samnite Warriors, 4 mercenary Gallic swords, 3 units of mercenary slingers, 1 unit of the mercenary Cretan archers, 3 units of the Scutari cavalry, and his general is a Noble Cav. So let's get this one going. I'm imagining it's probably going to take a little bit for units to move across. We do have the Nervii army starting to move their formation a little bit to the left side of their allies' flanks here. Do have some of the RDI forces, Illyrian Hoplites, starting to move up as well. Couple of the units of actually all of the cavalry here for Swaby are starting to pull back from the front line. Swaby is starting to move up. We have Boy starting to move up as well. Massive cavalry force on this side. There's a whole lot of cavalry on this side also. I mean, it's cavalry all over the place. This is just going to be crazy. Let's get in and see where the ballista is firing. Get an idea of who is taking the most damage so far. Do see a unit of the Illyrian Hoplites over there. They are down 21 men so far, so it seems that the ballista is firing at the front line here for RDI. Good shot in there. None of them died though on that shot, so it's kind of confusing. I did see a bunch of them get knocked down. 2 of them actually did end up dying on that last volley there. So I'm just going to put this out here. I'm going to try and cover as much as I can, but there's going to be stuff all over the place. Actually, the Illyrian Raiders, I don't know if they moved in or if the cavalry moving over here did end up uncovering their position over here. But there's still, like I said, the 6 units over here, so that should be a little bit of a problem for Carthage. And it seems that Galatia has sent over one of his horse skirmisher units over in this direction. Are they firing? No, not yet. They are just kind of sitting here. But there is a large force. Actually, we have the Carthage general making his way over in this direction as well. As you can see, like I said, it's going to be laggy. So, I'm going to do as best as I can here. A whole bunch of the horse skirmishers are starting to move around. Actually, we have a large cavalry force now making their way over here, with Nervii, RDI, Swaby sending his cavalry over in this direction as well. We do have the front lines have already clashed here in the center, RDI and Galatia. Go on down this long, it's going to be a very long battle line. Swaby and Arverni have already clashed lines together. Some of Mosacely and Boy have clashed as well. So I mean, this is, like I said, I'm going to try not to say it again, but this is just going to be a big battle. Large cavalry force is still moving around here on the left flank. See if we're going to get any charges come in. We do have a unit of the mercenary Cappadocian cavalry. They look like they are going to get charged in by 2 of the units of Mighty Horse here by Nervii. Other 2 units are just going to continue on moving. We do see Carthage has made himself a nice defensive line over here, so that should definitely help him out on that side. Nervii general moving in, Swaby general moving in on the right side here of the attackers. Do have the horse skirmishers pulling back. The raiders are all making their way in as well. Let's get back over here. I do see some flags starting to waver. Some of the levy freemen here for Averni are starting to waver already. Did actually a unit of Bloodsworn made it through that initial front line. Looked like they were going after some of the Celtic warriors. Noble Horse General did come over here, get a decent charge into them. That unit is more than likely going to break very soon. We do have this gap right here in the line, so Swaby doing a fantastic job throwing some of his units immediately through this center. He's got a unit of his Bloodsworn here. They were holding this unit of Chosen Swordsmen off, but the Bloodsworn are pulling out of combat, which is going to allow the Chosen Swordsman unit here to get a charge in onto the Spear Brothers. Let's see how this front is going. So far, still combat is very even, as you can see by the balance of power. It's pretty much completely even. But Mosacely is starting to move up some of his cavalry over here. He's got a couple of his armored Numidian spearmen making their way up as well. To have a general here in the center who has hit a rally. This is the Galatian noble general, has hit the rally button here to try and help his allies and his own army from breaking. Unit of Swaby here, Bloodsworn are breaking as well. They are down to 3 men left in that unit. Just archer fire all over the place. Let's get back over here, see how much of the cavalry is going. Yeah, cavalry game is underway over here. Noble Riders taking on some of the mercenary Scutari. Noble Cav General here has lost 16 men so far. He is surrounded by 2 other units of the Noble Riders. We do have a unit of the late Libyan Hoplites here for Carthage. Maybe he'll be able to get in on a rear charge onto these horsemen, hopefully. I do apologize also, I don't remember. Oh no, I did go over all of the commanders there in the beginning. I apologize. I like to make sure that I say who all is commanding. So I'm just going to kind of get into the combat here and just kind of let you guys watch some of the fighting. Remember, this is a very long battle line here. You can still see archer fire coming in. Probably javelins being thrown in as well. What is this real quick? Unit of the Spear Levy, has gotten his way into a unit of the Cretan Archers here. Second unit of the Rhodian Slingers, actually. Sorry, I didn't, Balearic Slingers. Didn't realize that they had a unit of Slingers with them as well for Carthage. So I apologize for the during the army composition in the beginning. Oop, too far. There we go. Trying to move slowly down the army lines here. Do have a lot of cavalry moving around, another unit of the Riders of the Hunt. Actually, we're going to have a big charge coming in by the general from Noble Riders for Swaby. Huge charge in onto the back of this Libyan infantry unit. Well done there by Silent Fart. Does seem that the, I guess the attackers on this side, I'm just going to call the attackers that started on the opposite side of the battlefield, they are making a very good dent here into the back lines. Actually, RDI has all of his Illyrian raiders coming around the back, cutting off a lot of the Scutari cavalry. We do have the noble cavalry general here for Carthage. He is wavering. This is not going to be a good sign. His general actually has just broken, so the Carthage general is gone off of the battlefield. That is not a good sign for these four armies, especially for his army. For the Carthage army, they have lost their general. You have a unit of the Mighty Horse now coming in. They're going to get a decent charge, full charge into the back of this unit of Galatian Legionnaires. Pretty good charge there. No men really lost. Actually, now we're starting to lose a couple of men here from that charge, but the initial contact of charge. Actually, sorry. Tarentine cavalry here for RDI has charged in as well onto the back of this Galatian Legionnaire. So it seems that the attacking armies have this flank of the battlefield. The defending armies are definitely doing a number over here. Macesali is really pounding down here on Boy here. Do have some more cavalry moving around. A unit of heavy horse here for Boy are coming around behind their own lines here. Desert Legionnaires starting to make their way over into this direction. Good peel of volley there by a unit of sword followers. They're going to come in onto these units. Let's see back over here. What do we have wavering? Mercenary Syrian archers here for Galatia. One of the units. Wow, look at all these guys breaking. Look at all these guys running away. Still decent sized units too. 82 there, 56 there, 46 here. These are units that I guess because their general died. Yeah, their general died, so they have zero want or desire to continue fighting on this battlefield today. But like I said, it's a very quick battle. We're already with 4 minutes left in the battle replay. Just going to zoom around a little bit here on the battlefield, this other camera angle. But yes, as you can see, Nervii and RDI definitely have taken complete control of this flank of the battlefield here. We have a lot of Galatian and Arverni troops here. Another big charge coming in by some more of the Tarentine cavalry for RDI into the backs of some of these chosen swordsmen here. We have the Galatian Noble Horse General. He is in combat now as well. He is starting to waver as well. That's not good for the Galatian armory. Let's see what's going on back over there. We have a bunch of units. We have 2 units of the Naked Warrior, a unit of Naked Warriors, Celtic Warriors, and Illyrian Raiders making their way into the absolute rear line of the defending armies here. Let's see how Macesali is doing on this side. So Macesali and Arverni are doing a pretty good number here over on Boy. I don't see a lot of their flags left. We do have a couple of units, Levy Freeman and a unit of Naked Warriors coming back from routing. The Arverni general did waver. I believe he was routing, but he has caught himself. We do have the Noble Riders over here making their way over from Swaby. Wonder if they're going to try and just get a charge in. Actually, nope. Looks like they're going to change their angle. They're going to come in and try and get a charge in onto this unit of Gallic Hunters, just as another unit of the Noble Riders here have gotten a rear charge in onto them. So this unit is definitely going to be gone very quickly. Yeah, there's another unit of archers gone. Galatia is starting to break on this side. All of the units of the Raiders have made their way into the backs of the Galatian army over here. Arverni is definitely suffering as well. 2 minutes left in this battle. Do have some of the Boy flags over here wavering. A couple of units of the Macesali flags as well starting to waver. Actually, a unit of the Levy Freeman over here for Arverni were wavering, but they have regained themselves. We have the Numidian Noble Infantry General here for Macesali. He has found his way into combat. Let's see if we can see. So we have the Nervii General still here, Swaby General still here. Where are any other generals? I don't see the RDI General. I guess he's already gone. Let's see what's going on over here. We have the Massasoit general here. So the defending army still has one general. Yeah, I think that's... Yeah, I don't see any other generals here. So this is going to be a successful battle attack here for the combined Nervii, Boy, Swaby, and RDI factions. Still have a unit of the mercenary host skirmishers here for Galatia riding around the back lines over here, but they are being chased by a unit of Riders of the Hunt. Riders of the Hunt are starting to lose some men from a valley there. Skirmishers have turned around and gotten a charge into the Riders of the Hunt unit. Do have a couple of other units here of the Riders of the Hunt making their way over for Swaby. Probably just going to come over here and try and finish off this last unit of mercenary skirmish horse. And there, I mean, there's a decent size left over here of Massasoit, but with 30 seconds left in the battle replay, I'm going to say that with army loss penalties and losing a lot of his allies, yeah, there they go. They're starting to waver a little bit. I mean, his general's still on the battlefield, but there's only so much he can do. He only has 41 men left in his unit. So, yeah, there we go. That is going to be the end of this very fast field battle. I mean, 4v4 on a field battle. Just the amount of bodies that are left here for the ground to soak up their blood is just, I mean, it's all over the place. There are bodies everywhere. Again, I do apologize for my lack of commentary. There's a lot to cover in this battle. A lot of troops running around, archers and cavalry and infantry. So I hope you guys did enjoy this battle, and let's get to the army comps here. See who did what on the battlefield. We will start off with Dave the Vassal's army. His noble horse general, 78 kills. Getting into the rest of his cavalry, 50, 198, 294, and 141. Getting into his frontline Celtic warriors here, 111, 186, 166, 174, and 70. His fierce swords, 173, 219, 147, 165, 143, and 222. Naked Spears, 108, and his two units of Naked Warriors, 169 and 116. Actually, just realized Nervii didn't have any archers. They didn't have any ranged capabilities with them today, so interesting. He got very close to 3,000 kills there, though, so well done there by Dave. Axe Minister, his Oathsworn General, 101 kills, getting into his cavalry, 150, 62, and 43, so kind of rough, but he was facing Massasoit and a little bit of Arverni on that flank, so pretty tough for him to deal damage here with his cavalry. Getting into Boy's Axe Warriors here, 115, 110, 52, 47, 60, sorry, he only had 2 units of Axe Masters, 115 and 110. Getting into his Celtic Warriors, 52, 47, 69, 38. Levi Freeman, 15 and 11. His Naked Warriors, 35, 63. Spear Warriors, 114. Sword Followers, 87, 275, 277, and 195. So a lot of high kills here for some of these units. Getting into Silent Fart's army, getting into his Noble Riders. His Noble Rider General, 233, 102, 155, 78, and 86. His Riders of the Hunt here, 186. Bloodsworn, 104, 23, 70, 22, 9, and 31. He was able to sneak a couple of his units through that gap there, though, so really good move there by Silent Fart. Club Levy here, 97, 90, and 78. X-Bearers, 15. Spear Brothers, 128, 107, and Spear Levy here with 57. Then we get to RDI, who is being commanded by Solo Wing Pixie. His Illyrian Noble General here, 161, getting into his Tarentine Cavalry, 86, 81, and 110. Illyrian Hoplite Line, 164, 83, 66, 69, 52, and 19. His Illyrian Raiders, actually really well done with his Illyrian Raiders, 158, 118, 145, 119, 77, and 142. So really good job there with his Raiders coming in there on the flank. And his Mercenary Axe Warriors, 93, 74, 54, and 71. Getting on to the other armies of the battlefield here, we had Galatia, who was Nolan Wilhelm. His Noble Horse General for 86 kills. Ballista, 266 kills. Good job there with a Ballista. You don't really see Ballistas very often on battlefields. Getting into his Cappadocians, 19 and 59. Oh, I'm sorry. His Skirmishers with 59. Mercenary Syrian Archers, 28, 7, and 6. Guessing they got rear charged by some cavalry. Galatian Legionnaires, 179, 152, 182, and 185. Galatian Spears 65. Finish off his army with Galatian Swords 25, 70, 94, 85, 40, 20, 55, and 55. Billy Blazes 128 with Arverni, his general, 287 kills. His other 3 units of the heavy horse not really performing very well, 8, 25, and 23. Getting into his archers, 93, 75, 200, and 115. So good job. I mean, pretty much across the board, well done with his archers. It's melee. It's hectic. So you can only do as much as you're able to see and do before you get charged in. Celtic Warriors here, 176. His chosen swordsman, 214, 268, 181, 242, and 242. Both of them 242. That's it. That's cool. Levi Freeman 79, 50, and 31. Unit of Oathsworn here, 395 kills. They are just a tough unit. And Spear Warriors here, 161. Dagger McStabby commanding Massasoleigh. Numidian Noble Infantry here, 234. His cavalry didn't really produce very well, 9 and 17. His slingers, 49, 14, 27, and 51. Getting into his armored Numidian Spearmen, 63, 60, 72, 37, 121, and 167. And his Desert Legionnaires, 131, 171, 166, 236, 215, 177, and 167. And to finish off the entire battle here, we have Carthage, who was being commanded by Maximus. His Noble Horse General, 37 kills. His Mercenary Scutari Cavalry here, 68, 29, and 27. Mercenary Balearic Slingers, 110, and his Cretan Archers with 53 kills. 2 units of the late Libyan Hoplites here, 70 and 7. Getting into his Libyan Infantry, 127, 81, 105, 106, 129. Mercenary Gallic Warriors, 47, 22, 45, 91. And his Samnite Warriors with 70 kills. So, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this battle. Like I said, I was not able to comment on everything that happened because it happened very quickly. It was only an 11-minute battle. So, I mean, 4v4, 11 minutes. It's going to be fast, a lot of death, a lot of really quick moves and everything. So, hope you guys do enjoy it, and I will talk to you guys soon.